everyone! Sorry I haven't made a video on this channel in I think 5 days, sorry about that, but I've been busy with holiday stuff and just stuff and, you know, getting back to a regular routine. So yeah, but also I just wanted to let you know, if there's like a period of like a week or so when there isn't a video put up on my main channel, go check out my other channel, my vlog channel, Other K Carson 12, and I'll link it below so you can go click on it and go right to it, because most of the time I'm updating that one a little bit more. If there's been like a long time where I haven't put up a video on this channel, usually I'm updating that one with like follow me around stuff or just random vlogs and stuff like that. So go check that out if you haven't already, and subscribe. Alright, so today I'm doing my foundation slash face routine, and I did one this summer. It was like the second video I ever did, but I had to take it down. Well, I didn't take it down, I privated it because in the background of that video there is something in the background that would totally give away where I live, and I don't want to do that, so I had to private it because of that. But that was the only reason. So like my first two videos I had to take private because they kind of were like giving away where I lived, so I didn't want to do that. Yeah, but so this is kind of like my first real foundation slash face routine. Okay, so I think that's all I had to tell you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy this. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so my first step is going to be applying a moisturizer because I've already washed my face and put my toner on, so now it's time to moisturize. And I'm using Origin's Have a Nice Day moisturizer. It has SPF 15 in it. And it's really, really important to put your moisturizer on your face within 5 minutes of washing it, because the warmth from the warm water when you're washing your face, it's going to open up your pores, and when you put a moisturizer on it, it's going to really just soak up the moisture of it. My light's flickering, and it's just going to really help keep your skin really moisturized. Put about a dime size amount and just smooth it, rub it in my hands. And I'm just applying it all over. I kind of start in the middle of my face, like around my nose, and work out. Alright, now that I have my moisturizer on, I'm going to let it sit for 5 minutes so it can just really soak up the moisture, and I will be right back. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes and I've let my moisturizer kind of sink in and soak into my skin. My next step is I apply my Garnier Nutrice Skin Renew Anti-Puff Eye Roller. It looks like this. I've been using it since the summer. I really, really love it because I have really like puffy under eye circles from not getting enough sleep. So I really, really like this. And what it is, it's kind of like a caffeinated gel, and it's on like a little roller, the silver thing, and you just roll it underneath your eyes 1 or 2 times, and it kind of just awakens the skin and just makes your eyes, the puffiness, because it's a roller, the puffiness from your eyes kind of goes down when you use this. So I definitely love it and I recommend it. So I'm just going to apply that 1 or 2 times under each eye. Okay, I think I did like 3, but that's okay. And then I'm just going to take my finger and just kind of press it in. Just kind of blend it. Like so. Next thing that I'm going to use is a primer. And I use a primer by the company Fresh. And it's their Twilight Fresh Face Glow. It looks like this. Kind of cute packaging. And this is an illuminating cream. Because I have dry skin, I like using something that has a bit of an illuminator in it, because it kind of makes the dullness of my dry skin not so dull. It makes my skin look a little bit more bright, which I like. And you can use this as a primer, and you can also use it as like a highlighter because it has like a twinkly effect to it. And you can't really see it if you use just a little bit. And the camera probably won't pick it up how pretty it is, but yeah. And also be really careful when using this. If you use too much of it, it's going to flake off and you're going to just have to redo your whole face, because I've done that before. Not good. And also bring it down my neck. That's why I had that much, because I do put stuff on my neck so it all blends good. Moving on to foundation, I'm currently using MAC Select SPF 15 foundation in NW20, and I've been using this for a couple months and I like it pretty good, but I have to make sure that I don't use too much, because if I use too much it dries out my skin, and I always have to make sure that my skin's really, really moisturized when I use it, because it is a bit drying for my skin at least. And I actually have a pump on it that I got in MAC. It comes with just like a regular lid. I keep it in case I travel because I feel like this is a bit more secure, but I got this pump because otherwise you have to like pour it out and you waste so much product doing that. So I definitely prefer the pump, and it's kind of dirty. And I'm going to take 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I'm going to open it first. Alright, and then for brush, I'm currently using my F50 from Sigma, which is like a stippling brush, and I just started using it. I was using the F60, which is like the regular foundation brush, but I've been liking this a little bit more. And instead of like stippling it, I just kind of buff it into my skin. Alright, now after I've applied it with my brush, I'm going to take a sponge. This is my Sonia Kashuk. I never know how to pronounce that, but I got it at Target, and it's just like this blending sponge. It's reusable, so you just wash it when it gets dirty enough, and then you reuse it. And I like to use this just to kind of press in my foundation and give it just like a really kind of airbrushed look. And this just really blends it in really well. Alright, now we're done with foundation. We're going to move on to concealer. And the concealer I'm using is by Stila. It's Stila's Perfecting Concealer. I don't know if I'll repurchase it when I get done with it, but I mean, it's worked pretty decently. So I just get like a little bit right there. A little bit. I might need a little bit more, but I think that'll be good. And for my brush, I'm using my F70 concealer brush from Sigma. I'm going to get that on my brush. I'm going to conceal underneath my eyes. And then any redness I have. I don't really have any blemishes right now. So I'm just going to conceal under eye circles and redness around my nose. After I have that on, you can use your finger to blend it in, but I find that when I do that, it takes away some of the product, so I like to use a sponge, and I'm using that same blending sponge just to kind of blend all the concealer in. Alright, now after I have my concealer on, I'm going to set my concealer with a setting powder, and I'm using, it's by Bobbi Brown, and it's just like it came like with the concealer on top and then the setting powder underneath, but I used all the concealer up, as you can see, and I just have the setting powder left. It looks like that. And this really helps creasing, because I used to get really bad creases under my eyes because I never would set my concealer with a powder. And I find that if you use just like a regular face powder, it's gonna just like crease it up and make it look kind of flaky. So this like a setting powder that's finely milled is really gonna help. So I'm just applying this with any brush you have to where I have that under eye concealer. Alright, now I'm going to move on to setting my foundation, and to do that I'm using MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, which I'm sure you've all seen before. It looks like this. And I'm in the color Light Medium. That will pick up, yes. And to apply it, I use the Kabuki brush. This is by the brand Sonia Kashuk that you can get in Target. It works pretty decently. I think it was like $20, so not too bad for a Kabuki brush. So I'm just going to swirl that in there, tap off any excess, and buff this into my skin. And I don't apply this underneath my eyes because it does make it look kind of cakey, so stay away from that area, especially if you have dry skin. Alright, now that I have my foundation set, I'm just going to go over with a little bronzer. I use NARS Laguna bronzer. I'm sure you've all seen it. It looks like this. It's my favorite bronzer. It doesn't make me look orange, which I like, so it's perfect for a lot of skin tones. And I apply it with my F30 powder brush. And I use the 3E method, which I'm sure most of you know about, where you just go kind of from like your temples to your cheeks and then to your jawline and then blend it all in. I find that this NARS Laguna bronzer just gives me a really pretty glow. It's not like so like, oh my gosh, you look really tan. It's just like a pretty glow, which I think is perfect. Alright, now that I have my bronzer, I'm going to move on to blush, and the blush I'm currently using, I change up my blush all the time, so this is just the one that I'm currently using. It's MAC's Dainty Mineralized Blush. Looks like this is just a really pretty pink with kind of maybe gold shimmer in it. I think it's pretty. And I'm applying it with my F40 brush from Sigma. Mineralized, so I have to make sure not to use too much because it'll make me look crazy. After I put my blush on with my blush brush, I take that F30 powder brush and I've just wiped it off on a paper towel, and I'm just going to use that to blend my blush in so it's not as harsh. And I'm always blending down, like from here down. I don't blend any more up because we don't want any blush there. Alright, last step is applying a highlighter. Now I have tons of different highlighters that I love to use, but currently I'm using Benefit's High Beam, which is kind of like a liquid highlighter, and it's like a light pink kind of tone to it, which I think looks really pretty with my skin tone. And it's kind of almost like, comes in like a nail polish kind of thing, because it has like a little brush like a nail polish does. So what I do is I just dot it. I dot it on my cheekbones, like here. And then I put a little on my chin, a couple dots, and then I take a couple dots down my nose. And then I just blend it in with my finger, just kind of pat it in. Alright, that's it for my foundation slash face routine. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!